Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to another freaking video. For those of you who don't know, my name is Danny, and today we are here at Thomas Greene Skatepark, and it has actually been quite a while since I have come skate here. I woke up this morning and I was like, I really feel like skating Thomas Greene Park. So I got up and we have arrived at Thomas Greene Park. So I've introed this video like 3 times already because I didn't really know what I was doing. My brain has been kind of scattered lately because of this new job. I've just been trying to get adjusted to this new routine of working full time and also doing this on the side, and it's been kind of hard for my brain to settle in. So it's great now that I'm only uploading once a week. This whole Monday Friday thing was kind of like weighing down on me a lot, so I'm super stoked that everybody is still tuning in and watching these videos. It means the freaking world to me, and we are growing, guys. We're getting super close to 3,500, and once we hit that, we're going to be even closer to 4,000. Guys, I really want to be able to hit 4,000 by the end of March. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button because it would really mean the world to me and you'd be helping me out a lot. All right, guys, so into the topic of this video, I'm going to be talking about my CCS board that I have been skating for quite a while now. Is it good? What have I thought about it? Are they worth it? Is it worth the cheap price? So before I get started talking about whether these boards are good or not, I do have another one that was sent to me by Tyler. Again, thank you so much for sending me all these boards, Tyler. So as of right now, I'm not setting up this board because it's so good that I needed to skate another one. The board I'm skating is just simply all worn out, so I'm going to set up the new one. And then we're gonna see how the brand new deck skates, because I never talked to you guys about how this deck skated. So once I set this one up and skated a little bit, we're gonna compare how the new one feels to the old one that I've been skating for a while now. Also, I'm not gonna film the process of setting up this board because I'm sure thousands of you have already seen somebody set up a skateboard before, so totally unnecessary. Guys, I'm beyond happy that I found this freaking blue wall because look how aesthetically awesome this is. Holy crap. And the last board I was skating is a similar color. This is so sick. All right, guys, so let's get into the point of today's video, and that is, are $30 CCS boards worth it? All right, so I set up this CCS board January 24th, and this is my first CCS board that I've ever had. I never thought about skating them. I never necessarily wanted to skate one. And if one of my viewers, Tyler, hadn't have sent me these boards, then I probably would have never tested them out. So I'm super stoked that he did that, and I'm stoked that I had the opportunity to test these out so that I can relay the information to you guys. And maybe this video will be the decision maker whether or not you want to buy a CCS board or not. So today is March 5th. That means that I've been skating this board for a little bit over a month now. And as I get into these boards, I'm going to talk about 3 points as to why you should not get these skateboards. And the first thing I want to talk about is the quality of the board. And going into this, when I first set up the board, it felt absolutely amazing. It felt like any other skateboard that I've ever had. I've never really had an issue with skateboards. There are a few board companies that I don't necessarily like. I'm not going to name them, but going into this, it really did just feel like I was setting up another skateboard, probably from the same distributors as most skateboards. So going into it, setting it up, the board feels just like any other board. I remember when I first set this one up, I skated fine. I didn't really feel like I was on a like really weird feeling board. And so today that I just set up this one, I feel the exact same way. It feels just like any other skateboard. I feel good on it. I don't necessarily feel like unstable or like the board is weak or anything like that. It feels like a good, solid skateboard. But after a little bit over a month skating this board, the board does feel pretty weak. I started to feel like not as great on it. Usually boards last me a little bit longer, and I'm actually really good at skating old boards or used boards because for a long time I didn't have any money. So I am pretty well versed at skating shitty boards. So I do have to say that this board started to feel pretty weird and pretty weak as I got more into skating it, but I have been skating a lot recently, and I have skated some street with this board, and whenever you do skate street, your board does deteriorate faster, so I am keeping that in mind. So I'm not gonna knock it too hard.
Posing the question, ask for your blessing. I try my best to be what you want me to be, and I can keep waiting. Yeah, I can be patient. Tell me, is it time
that 50-50 shove was first try, but let's try to get one that's a little bit cleaner. That one was just a little bit too sketch.
something as strong as this? My feelings for you. Have you nothing to say to me? Can't you just be? Hey, I hesitate to call.
And that brings me to the second thing that I want to talk about, and that is the durability of the board. Pretty on par with the quality of the board. After just setting this one up and skating it, the board feels highly durable. I actually landed like right in the middle on an attempt that I was trying, and I actually felt like I was going to snap the board, but didn't go through at all. So the board is really strong right when you set it up, so I'm super hyped about that. But that brings me to this board. After skating it for a while, I do have a lot of pressure cracks on this, and I don't know if that's because, I don't know if you can see it. First of all, they're like right here, and I don't know if that's because I skate my board relatively tight compared to other people, but it does have a good amount of pressure cracks. And I did notice, I can't find it, but I did notice that when I did a couple of front lips a few weeks ago on a handrail, the board did kind of like make that cracking noise. So I feel like the board is cracked somewhere, I just don't know where it is. But that has happened to me with other boards, so I'm not going to bully this one too hard right now. But I am just letting you guys know what I experienced so that you know what you're getting yourself into if you get a CCS skateboard. All right, and the third thing that I want to talk about is the feel of the board. How does the board feel when I stand on it? The concave, the length of the board, the size of the board. So I don't exactly know what size this is because, like I said, I didn't order these boards. I think they're like an 8.25, maybe close to an 8.3, but they feel relatively good. I do prefer mellower boards. This one has a little bit more concave than I would like, but it is still on the more mellow side, so I am stoked about that. It doesn't really feel like a new board when I step on it, and I think that that's a good thing because sometimes when you step on a brand new board, there's like this little period of time that you have to get used to the board and like how it feels on your shoes, and if it has a lot of concave, like you feel the indent right here, and I don't like that. So with these boards, I didn't feel that at all. I was extremely stoked that I could literally just stand on the board and start skating as if it was a board that was already broken in. So really stoked on that. And with the one that I just set up today, that's the exact same thing I felt. I set it up, I stood on it, and I was able to just skate how I would skate any other day. And usually with other boards, I have felt that there is kind of like that little getting used to the board, you know, period. And for the price point of $30, I definitely think that these are a good purchase. So if you're running low on cash or your parents don't want to spend a lot of money on a skateboard deck, then I greatly recommend getting a CCS board. I do know that there are people out there who don't like them. There's people who talk shit about them. I don't necessarily think that that's necessary. I think people are hating more on the brand rather than the quality, durability, and feel of the board. I think people just want to have the higher brand name decks. I mean, I would love to be skating a Toy Machine board. Toy Machine is my absolute favorite company. If any of you guys out there want to send me a Toy Machine board, I will not say no. Just kidding, guys, you don't have to do that. But yeah, I'm totally stoked to be skating these CCS boards. And even if Tyler had not sent me these boards, maybe it's something that I would have looked into, mainly because of the price point, not because I'm so sold on skating CCS boards. So again, guys, if you're in the market for a new skateboard, but you don't have a lot of money to spend, or your parents are tired of spending money on your skateboards, try talking to them about getting a CCS board. Look up some CCS boards for yourself. They are relatively cheap, so if you are in the market for a board, make sure that you check these out because they are actually pretty good. You know, I am super stoked on the quality, the feel, and the durability of these boards. So thank you so much to Tyler for sending these boards. I greatly appreciate it. I will continue to skate these boards for as long as I have them. I have another one after this one. Who knows what I'll do after that. But for now, super stoked that I get to keep skating these. But guys, with all of that being said, that is the end of this video. I know that it was a little bit scattered. I'm having a little bit of a rough time adjusting to the schedule. Let me know if you want to hear more about what I'm going through in my life behind the scenes aside from skating. skateboarding. If you guys want to hear about it, I would be more than glad to talk about it. If you want to know more about my job, I would love to talk about that as well. Whatever you guys want to hear, let me know. I'm super stoked with the way things are going and super stoked for the future of this channel, and I'm so glad that you guys are on this journey with me, because I would not want to do this alone. So thank you so much to each and every one of you for liking these videos, watching, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you who I meet in person. It's super awesome to meet you guys. If you do see me in person, make sure you come up and say hi. It's always a blast meeting you guys, and it's awesome taking photos and just seeing you guys react to seeing us in person. It is pretty unreal that this is something that happens now. All right, guys, but now I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna end this video here, sign off for today. I hope that you guys have a great weekend. Have fun skating, doing whatever it is that you do. Bye, guys.